Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is ManTheMaker. Welcome back to Star Traders Frontiers. We are Pindian Pones, doing our thing, and so very close to acquiring the last trade permit, full trader, at least the level 3 trade permit. With Syndicate Ryker, we found a contact that can give it to us, and we are on our way there. And I think we are... No, not that. I think we are ready to go. We can take a look at our map here. Yeah, we are way up here, which is unfortunate, but we have to make quite a few jumps, but I think we can just head straight there. We do have a good chunk of intel records, so we should probably be able to buy outright enough reputation to go and do that. We will stop whenever we... That's not right. Navigate. There we go. Whenever we stop for fuel, we'll probably just do a little intel sweep, see if we can maybe pick something up, just to be on the safe side, but I'm not that worried about it. I'm not that worried about it. I think we've got enough. We may want to stop for fuel here. In fact, I think we will. But first, not a whole lot of good stuff, unless we get that now. Of course not. Well, that's what I'm talking about, though. Get rid of that hostile bounty hunter. Give me those sweet intel records. Nope, of course not. Get rid of that outright. Yeah, I think it's time to move on. Learn of a new rumor. Surplus at Treant Gate. I do like surpluses. But we have singular focus. Man, I have failed a lot of these. I think it's not quite time to go. Not quite. I failed a lot of them. Not doing so great on these rolls. Alright, I think that's going to be enough. We will go ahead and land, refuel. I think we'll need to repair. We will not. Pay some wages. No doctor, unfortunately. We could get a level up. You guys are just doing your thing. I think you're also waiting. So just this navigator, rank 12. I don't think it matters too much, so we'll just pick up another radiation storm protection, I guess. And then we're going to get on our way. So, I mean, I think once we get this permit, I'm going to have pretty much completed what I want out of this run. We can fake a signature and just retreat. I know there's probably a lot more I can do, you know, getting in, but I'm not going to get involved with the kind of politics on this run. I think we could trade. I know we've spent all this time getting the trade permits. To not trade does seem perhaps a bit silly, but at the same time, I mean, like I said, there's nothing really I want to accomplish more out of this playthrough for now. And so I'm probably going to end it, but that being said, one of the reasons I want to do that is because I want to get stuck in with some much more combat-focused build. You know, I've now learned... We're going to stop here real quick. Check on some spying. I've now learned quite a bit about the peaceful side of the game, you know? How... no, I actually don't want to do that. We'll just come here, however. How to kind of manipulate contacts using intel records was a massive discovery for me, and I didn't realize the strength of them until, you know, I don't know, halfway through this series. The power of rumors is definitely another lesson, valuable lesson that I've learned, which I still am not great at actually utilizing. But it'll sink in over time. It'll just keep sinking in. The power of merchants, I mean, even if I have a combat-focused crew, I'm still probably going to want one merchant at least on board just to pick up more contacts, because they really, really open it up to you. They really open up the contacts. And the faction helps as well if you're trying to, you know, be friendly with everybody. Less important with the possible build that I'm going to go for. This is not what I'm going to do. Where I think we're just going to really try and focus. Buying, yeah. I'm also curious. This has got rather high rewards. Let's just stick with it. I forget exactly what I was saying, but I acknowledge going our way. Just kind of going over some lessons. How to make money is definitely something that I'm much more cognizant of. We're going to be doing it differently next time, because I think we're going to be focusing a lot more on missions. So we're going to raise our rank up. We're going to be getting involved, you know, obviously in more combat, which I'm terrified about. You know, playing it on Impossible. I tried it once with the Mr. Military Officer. Did not go well for me. I got crushed in my first real combat. Now, I probably got ahead of myself. I've already gotten some advice on how to better handle that. Upgrading your weapons, for example, means you need more gunnery skill. Was not aware of that, didn't notice it. But we'll definitely pay attention to that in the future. Yeah, we'll stop for fuel here. Yeah, okay. Maybe we get some records. Having some bad rolls here. Bad rolls. Whatever, unexpected ship. Come on, give me one of these. Nah, just lost some morale. A little bit of money, not really that useful to me at this point. I don't really care which one of these comes up. Hey, we finally got some records. That's nice. We got 2 records. Okay. Alright. Alright. Let's just get some fuel. Excuse me. Get out of here. We did have a bunch of level ups. You are now rank 11. When landing in an urban zone, 10% plus electronic skill to gather intel records. Wow. That's pretty good. This is also pretty good. But this, I'll just get a second one. That's nice. Free intel records. Sign me up. You don't really care. What'd you get, Mr. Mechanic? Miss. Sorry, miss. Alright, you know the drill. We're just moving on. So, definitely learn to use the Star Atlas much more, or rather just all of the Star Atlas, the contacts list, sorting the contacts list. Like, frankly, I had no clue. I just did not pay attention to the filter, to the sort, any of that stuff when I started this run. And now looking back, I am stunned by my incompetence in that regard, because it really helps save so much time, especially when your contacts list gets as large as mine does. A little stealth brag there. It really does help make a difference, and we're here. Not taking certain risks, certain unnecessary risks. I'll just refuel for the hell of it. We are going to sell you intel records. Yeah, not taking certain unnecessary risks. Really, we're about to get this, but yeah, like when I lost my first doctor, combat medic officer in that stupid fight which did not pay that much. That was like 30,000. Would have been 2 fights in a row. I didn't even make it past the first one. But like that was pretty clear that I should not have done that. I knew it beforehand, but I was coming fresh back to the game. I got excited. I got ahead of myself. And it really set me back. I think it makes it a lot harder when you lose your combat crew so late into the game. It makes it really hard to bounce back from that. Because the AI, your opponents, are all like just really high level, and they will just wreck you if you don't have people with very good skills. Trade permits, we know how much money you can make from them. Particular principal trader, combined with that surplus system, I'm still giddy. I'm still quaking over here, quivering with excitement. But you know, the other ones also help out a lot. So you know what? Let's go ahead and do it. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. We actually even bought the 4th one. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it looks to me like we have completed all tasks set about me, with some caveats, I will admit, but I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm not bothered by them. I'm counting the major factions, the 9 major factions here. We have positive rep and full trader status with everyone who matters. Makimuk, full trader, 238 rep. I am an immortal hero to these guys. Yeah, they freaking love me. Zenrin, 87 rep, high consul, full trader. Beautiful. Beautiful. Kadar Syndicate, 77 rep, consul. Principal trader with them. We remember that situation. That was wonderful. House Saloon, 49 rep, high dedicant, full trader. Devaltos, 48 rep, high dedicant, full trader. Syndicate Rykart, 48 rep, high dedicant, principal trader. Clan Javat, 47, high dedicant, full trader. Clan Altameza, 29 rep, high alkalite, full trader. Steel Song Clan, 20 rep, high acolyte, full trader. Council factions, we have not met them at all. And the Hunter Collective, we have negative rep with. But I've never even seen a planet with them. They may show up later in the game. Maybe they're out there now. I don't care. These two mean nothing to me for now. I've got what I want, and I think we are going to end this series here. Now, there's a slight chance, if there's a public outcry, that I could continue it at a later date. I'm definitely going to be starting probably a zealot run, maybe military officer again. I want to like really dig into some faction politics and like support my people, and everyone else can go to hell. So I'm gonna probably be doing that, not immediately. If you're watching this live, I'll probably have like a week or so in between, but I will be starting it pretty soon, because I'm definitely excited for that. And yeah, and I think we are gonna end this series. So continue going over. I listed out some things that I had learned. I had one more that I forgot now. The power of contacts. I definitely really put that one together. Just how good they are. As well as learning about the traits of both your crew and of the contacts that you have. It actually can make a large difference. You know, getting access to merchants. I think that's the only way, is by learning of your contacts' traits. Very, very useful. You know, also just kind of the kinds of missions that they might give you, all kinds of things. It's very helpful. The power of rumors. I said it before, but I'll say it again. I mean, just knowing there's a surplus in Treant Gate. this is just like, it's an urban zone. Might not be that useful, actually. But like, just paying more attention to this, I understand the importance of it now. It's the act of paying attention and actually engaging with it more often. I learned a little bit about upgrading your ship. I think I upgraded this ship a little too early. I should have saved up more money. Probably basically until I could have afforded the upgraded engines. Didn't know. Also learned I should probably research the ships I buy a little bit earlier, because I was expecting out of the heavy lift a bit more ability for cargo. We only went up 50? I mean, that's not insignificant. That is not insignificant. But I had visions of like hundreds of cargo space. So that's something that, you know, do a little bit more research before you spend all of your money on something. Good lesson for life as well. I'm also, in real life, often a bit hasty with my purchases, as it turns out. And, you know, I've never spent all of my savings on a capital ship before, but, you know, it does sink in. There's a connection there. So, you can learn about life from this game, too. Do your research. Do your research. Definitely learned a lot about the officers and crew. Who is worth holding on to your talents for, if you want to save them for something good. Definitely going to mess about a bit more with the combinations. Like, I think Diplomat and Merchant is obviously still really good. However, Exo Scout in there doesn't fit in. It only happened because I just wanted an officer. Didn't really care what. Probably could have promoted somebody. Wasn't even really aware of the promotion option, so I figured that out too. I do like this combination as well. Obviously, this one is pretty good. Turn that off. The Soldier Exo Scout is interesting to me. Didn't really engage it that much, but you know, anything, it just raises the rifles more. So there you have it. Definitely, you know, in this build, we could afford to have lots of extra support crew, right? This is going to be less of an option in the next run because I'm going to need actual gunners. I have no gunners now. I have no gunners, and I think only 33 crew. Is it 32? 4 gunners actually would be fine. But you know, it's going to be something that's less. I'm gonna have less room. Like I'm not gonna be able to have like 4 merchants, 2 explorers, 2 spies, and a complement of combatmen, or a military officer, and a diplomat. All that stuff is gonna have to be reduced. I think. We will see. I do not know the build that I'm gonna go for just yet, and I'm gonna be doing my research on that as well, figuring that out. Yeah, what else have we learned? I mean, we definitely learned paying attention to the conflicts that are going on, particular trade bans. For this particular build, trade bans have definitely made it more difficult, especially in the beginning, as I tanked my Devaltos reputation just by trading into trade bans. Just sloppy. Just being sloppy with that. It's so much that you kind of need to play to the optimal level, right? That's the thing. Like, okay, yeah, I don't pay attention to the rumors. It's not going to break me. It might kill me sometimes on this difficulty if I'm flying around a place with Xenos. And, you know, encountering quarantines when you just bought a bunch of stuff and you're going to go and try and sell it at the one place that can buy it in the system, and it turns out they're quarantined. Like, But to play optimally, you really need to pay attention to just so much of what's going on around you. You know, you're not in a vacuum. You might be flying through the vacuum, but you're not in one. There's so much things going on that impact kind of what you're doing, what you can do as well, and what you should be doing. And it's just, trying to like keep that all together is a challenging task. And I think on Impossible in particular, you really need to make the most out of everything that is offered to you in order to get ahead. Because it can be hard. It can be hard. And I mean, we are set up now where any threat that I've encountered yet far in the game, I don't have to worry about anymore. Our particular blending of talents, in particular Skip Off the Void and Jettison Cargo, those two alone, I mean, Skip Off the Void is a catch-all. It's expensive and it takes time, so you don't want to use it everywhere. But it's very, very, very useful if you run into that Xeno and you do not want to fight them. I think also, you know, Jettison Cargo, also fantastically useful. There's a pirate there, just get out. Also the salute for the military officer, the bounty hunter one, that's the same, that just raises your faction or your reputation with that particular ship captain. These things are all incredibly useful. And I think even in a military-focused build, a combat-focused build, like we're going to be attempting next time, I think they're still going to be very useful. Because even if you are focused on combat, dictating when and where you fight is like one of the basic tenets of warfare. It's in the art of war. You don't want to have it told to you, this is who you're fighting and where. You want to have that choice. You always want the choice. You want to pick the ground upon which you fight, and you want to pick your opponent, I mean, essentially. So, you know, it's going to be interesting trying to incorporate that into a build that also, you know, just focuses much more on combat. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see how that goes. We're gonna need to have crew combat. We're gonna need to have ship combat. Don't know what I'm gonna do with my officers. Whether I make them combat focused or support. I don't know yet. These things will be thought about over the next week or so. I'm gonna be in the Discord probably quite a bit over the next week, getting some information, trying to get some advice, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the series. I think that's it on the lessons learned category. There's more, I'm sure, but you know, I'm ad-libbing this, and you know, I'm digging into the mind, and that's all I found for now. So I hope you guys have learned something as well. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this this particular series and this episode. I know I did. I mean, aside from how much I've learned about the game, it was just a hell of a lot of fun. You know, it's a great game. If you're watching this and you haven't picked it up, I really, really recommend doing it. The quality of the game is outstanding. The developers, the Trese Brothers. The work that they have put and continue to put into this game is just phenomenal. I mean, in between my recording sessions, which is usually, you know, I play probably once or twice a week, so sometimes there's 5, 6, 7 days in between me playing, I come back and there's like 4 updates, and I've got to catch up on that. And, you know, it's because the game is in early access, of course, but still, really appreciate the effort that they pour into this. You can tell that it is a passion project of theirs, and I appreciate that. So buy the game. What the hell are you doing? If you're here, buy the game if you haven't. And that's going to be it for this episode and this series. I hope you guys have enjoyed Pindian Pones and his adventures in exploring to a degree, but mostly kind of just becoming a master merchant, and just becoming all-around well-liked and connected individual. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. And stick around. There's going to be more Star Traders Frontiers coming in the future. My name is ManTheMaker. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful day.